Well, let's go out and look at the garden. And I'll tell you about what I did yesterday because I can't. Well, okay. Here's our 6 buckets. This is our first garden project. Now, this is what I did. I filled them halfway up with potting mix. Trust me, don't buy topsoil. It's not going to work for you. Potting mix. It's real nice and loose and, and it'll stay that way. So, I planted 2 with radishes. And I just scattered them around in there and then just worked them in with my fingertips. I planted 2 with lettuces. And same thing, just scattered them around, worked them in with the fingertips. With the lettuces, spacing's not going to matter. What we're going to get is a mass of lettuce. We're not trying to grow individual plants. And we'll just be able to cut and come again. Come take off what we need for our salads today. Let it continue, let it grow back, cut it again. With the radishes, we will have to thin them and get them right, but we can do that. That's not that hard. And the nice thing about working with containers is you don't have to get on your hands and knees to do it. You can put that bucket up on a table, up on a wheelbarrow, whatever makes it convenient for you, and thin them out. Get them down to where they're far enough apart that you can get a good radish. Now, here's the last thing. This is the sugar snap peas. Now, I just used these cheap tomato cages, and I just put a cluster of sugar snap peas in the center of each of these buckets. And I think I put like 8, something in that nature. Oh, there's another pea that didn't quite get down in there. Okay. I didn't put them just pretty close to the surface. You don't have to get them very far down. You don't want to put your seeds so far down that they can't fight their way back out. Okay, and then I use tomato cages on them. Sugar snap peas need to be trellised somehow or another. And in my experience, I've had no luck getting those things to hold on to a trellis. It's just very labor intensive. But they hold on to themselves real good. So if you plant them in a little cluster, 6, 8, even 10, because they do well crowded, they hold on to themselves just fine. They hold on to each other. So the tomato cage will do it. It'll hold them up. Okay, now back to bucket prep. I filled them half up with my potting mix, and I bought Scott's Hyponex, which I think you can get at pretty much any big box store. I got mine at Walmart. That was what was convenient. Then I took half of that remaining space, and I put in rabbit manure because I have that. But if you didn't have that, you could buy any kind of a composted manure. Black Cow is one brand, and I think they've got that there. But anything that says composted manure. And then I topped it up, took my trowel, and stirred it up a little bit. I also, as I was working around yesterday, planted my potatoes. And I'll show you this. Right there is a seed potato. Now that's all I have to do. Now that's in my regular garden. It's not part of the first year garden. But, and I also went over to this bed here and I planted a few more asparagus root. Now, I did this all, and I did it and taped every bit of it. Just tried hard to get it for you. Let you see me do it. Everything from drilling holes in the bottom of the buckets to putting in the soil to planting the seeds. And I was going to put it out as about 3 different videos. Well, kind of my luck. new microphone that I bought for my camcorder did not work. So I got a whole bunch of really nice video with absolutely no sound. Well, all right then. I hope you're getting your buckets ready, and I hope it works. I think it's going to be good. We're going to have fun with this. And, you know, it's kind of cold today. It was beautiful yesterday. It was about 60 degrees. Not real sunny, but, you know, it was okay. Oh, one more thing on these buckets, okay? Let's say I've got time today to get my buckets ready and get everything planted. But maybe I don't want to set them out yet. Maybe it's still a little early in my area. And they would get a really hard freeze and it would kill my sprouts. You can do what I did. It's going to be kind of cruddy through the middle of the week, until the middle of the week, and then it's going to start warming up again. So what I did, planted the seeds, but I didn't water anything in. I'm just leaving it out there. As long as those seeds stay dry, nothing's going to sprout. You could even do it, you could do it as far ahead as you want to. Put them in a garage, or put them under an awning where they're not going to get wet. When you're ready, when it's time, move them out to your garden area and go right ahead. All right. Okay, there's one last thing I want to tell you, and that's that this is a really good time to start scouting your yard for the spots you're going to put your garden. Now, I know where mine's going to go because I know my yard and I know where the sun is. But you want to put it in a spot where you're going to get the most direct sunlight through the day. You want 8, 10, 12 hours of direct sunlight. So you want to go out in the early morning, mid-morning, early afternoon, evening, and just glance around your yard and see, you know, pick a spot where you're going to get a lot of sun. And that's really all there is to it. It's got to be in a place where you get plenty of sun. Growing gardens in shade doesn't work very well. So get them out there, get them where there's some good sunlight, and we're going to have a good growing season. All right, thank you very much, and you all have a quality day.